Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily UPSC MCQ series. And in this Mission 2020 series, we are taking important questions from all the important current affairs sources, and these compilations you will get on the PDF, and keep it with you. It will be very useful, and you will be able to solve all the important current affair questions with their help. So the descriptions are given. Pocket News app is trending on Google Play. Regarding these courses, all the description is given below the video, and you can call on these numbers, and you can visit the website also. The chat section is available there, and yep, the PDF you will get here on this Facebook group, and you will also find the Telegram channels link there. So you can follow my Instagram profile also. And first question is regarding African swine fever. Swine fever, it is a fever for swines. So the truth is that it doesn't impact humans. So when any disease like the foot and mouth disease and all, they can be spread from animals to humans. So those are called zoonotic disease. Rabies is a zoonotic disease. So it's not a zoonotic disease. It is there affecting the pigs. So a recent outbreak is going on in China, and it is there in Vietnam too. So, and in these countries they eat pork a lot, and this swine fever is very dangerous. It's a viral disease, but it is not found in any tribal group of Africa. So this is wrong. And second is also wrong, because it doesn't spread from pigs to humans. So D9 is the answer here. You see, they need to kill a lot of pigs. Like in Philippines, they killed 7,000 pigs. It was a very heartbreaking thing for them, and it's a kind of a healthy sign, because the pork is the most important and favorite protein source for Chinese and Philippine people. So this outbreak, ASF outbreak, has been sweeping through swine populations in China and other countries. So it's a very high potential transboundary infection also, according to FAO. So that's going on, and it's a dangerous thing. And you can see how this is so important. Ticks are also involved there. They can spread these things to one bird to another, but not transmissible to humans. And mortality is close to 100%. So that's why it's a very dangerous one. Next, since 2000 year, an important study by WHO is talking about this, and they have said that global malaria incidences, they are down by 36%. That's perfectly correct. And the deaths caused by malaria, these are down by 60%. So this first statement is correct. And you see, a female anopheles is the vector there. Actual cause is the plasmodium, that is a protozoa. So it's not a bacteria, it's not a virus, it's a plasmodium protozoa. Many species are there, like Malaria, Vivax, Falciparum, the most dangerous ones, Vivax, the most common one. So it's a very important focus for all the health professionals across this world, because three important diseases like malaria, HIV, and TB, these three are the biggest killers, and they kill masses, and they spread very fast too. If you compare these issues with any other communicable diseases. So if we can end these three important diseases, then nothing can be better than that. So the global fund is working regarding that. That is the most important fund for that. And malaria is a big killer in African countries. So 90% of the deaths, they are coming from some African countries, not India and Pakistan. Although there are many cases, and it's a biggest killer, but it's a big killer, not the biggest one. But the maximum number of deaths, they are coming from DRC and these Central African countries. So this is wrong, and this is correct. Only one is the right answer here. You can see in 2017, around 4.5 lakh people died, and 22 crore people, they were suffered from this disease, and 60% were the children under 5. So these are important issues. Next, Project Bal Basera. Is it for homeless and trafficked kids? No, it is not like that. It is regarding the children of workers. It's a scheme going on in Uttarakhand, and AIMS building is there. So AIMS, the building construction workers who are serving there, so for their kids there are crash facilities, and so this Project Bal Basera is regarding that. You see, the crash facility is also mentioned, and it is also being discussed in the draft education policy. So this issue is extremely important this year, and it is not executed by NCPCR. NCPCR was there in news for some different reasons, that they were visiting aspirational districts and they were about to listen to many problems related to kids in those districts. So NCPCR is not here. It is Central Public Works Department, CPWD, working under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So that is executing this program. So both the statements are wrong here. D, none is the answer. CPWD ODA or OWA means Officers Wives Association. They have signed an MOU with the CPWD, and the creche facility they will run there for kids of these construction workers. That's important. So in the daytime they will take care of these kids and they will be safe. They will be taking some basic education there. Next, India ratified the UNCCD convention on December 1996. It's a correct statement, but the latter part, the same year it was formed, no, it is not correct, because it was formed in 1994. The resolution was adopted in 1994 June, and this is one of three important mother conventions. They were born out of Earth Summit of 1992 in Brazil. Others were UNFCCC regarding climate change, UNCBD regarding biodiversity, and this CCD regarding desertification. So this is going on, and it is very important because legally binding it is, and the COP14 is going on, and more than 5,000 people, they are attending this conference outside India. They have come from outside India, and 195 countries are represented here. So that's very important. This is a wrong statement. Second statement is correct, because it is certainly following the bottom-up approach, because they are involving locals in all the countries. So their strategy covers them. So only 2 is the right answer here. First is wrong. You can see 17th June 1994 when this was adopted and ratified by 196 countries plus European Union. And this is the important bottom-up approach, because the locals communities and these tribal groups and all these people are extremely useful, and they are the most important stakeholder there if you want to reverse the degraded and the deforested areas. So that's why their knowledge, their indigenous ways are extremely important, and those are covered by this UNCCD. And India has taken over COP presidency for UNCCD from China for next 2 years. So that's very important. Next, United Nations Peacekeeping Mission. You see, we have been sending our troops there for peacekeeping missions, and we are one of the biggest contributor there. Was it created in 1948? Yes, perfectly. It was created in the same year, and the first mission was regarding the Arab-Israeli war when Israel was created in 1949. So this issue was going on, and the second statement is correct because it's a important global collaboration and partnership which brings together General Assembly, Security Council, Secretariat, troops and police contributors, and the host governments. Because anywhere when the mission is going on, then according to the country's people, they work there, they help them, and the governments are contributing there. So second statement is correct, first is also correct. So C, both is the right answer here. You see, women are also forming 6% of these peacekeeping missions, and we have been sending many troops there. So that's really concerning for India. India has proposed to make changes, and some proposals it has made that some reforms are needed in these peacekeeping missions and all. So that's very, very important. And this was the first mission involved the establishment of UN Truce Supervision Organization, UNTSO. These are 3 basic principles which is running on, and these are important things. Next, India has won global acclaim for its beat plastic pollution. You see, when we adopted this, then we took a pledge there that we will eliminate the single-use plastic not by 2022 year. So that year is the most important one. But a recent announcement was there that many single-use plastic products will be banned in India by 2nd October 2019. But for this particular acclaim and this beat plastic pollution resolution, we set a date for ourselves as 2022. So this statement is wrong. Second, this is just opposite the case. The bigger producer, the more organized producers, they are continuing with the business as usual. Means they are not concerned about the extended producer responsibility, and the authorities are creating a lot of troubles and restrictions for the small producers. So they are facing the ban, and these big players are not facing the ban. Like the issue was regarding the Baba Ramdev's Patanjali and Flipkart and all. They are not following these rules there. So that's the big problem, and this execution is extremely important because it is a major killer for aquatic animals and our existence is also threatened there. So second statement is also wrong here. D, none is the answer. You can see here these will be banned, and small producers are facing the ban. So for the mains and for the prelims, these two statements are important. Next, Angan International Conference. It was recently held, and it is not regarding children's safety or children's mortality. It is regarding, you may say, urbanization, but more appropriate answer would be energy efficiency, because they are discussing the urban habitats and the future buildings there, which will be energy efficient buildings. So urbanization will be at the core, but energy efficiency was the main theme of this Angan International Conference. It was organized by Bureau of Energy Efficiency under the Ministry of Power. So that's very, very important. It gives the ratings and all, and for buildings also the green rating is going on. So that is also by BEE. So these are important details, and these are important questions. Tomorrow we will meet again with many more questions. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amin Saini.